Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what part of the world you're in. I'm sure you're getting fed up with me saying that every time I start a hangout, but obviously I don't know where you are in the world, and I'm here in London, and they say that we're going to have a heat wave this week. You know, we're going to get up to 35 degrees. So if any of you, anybody, watching this hangout believe that we don't get hot weather in the UK, you're wrong, you know. So anyway, I'm really, really excited about today's hangout, and joining me is a young gentleman called Ronald. So Ron, unmute your mic and introduce yourself, sir.
All right, good evening, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Couldn't resist that.
Exactly.
Good to be here, and I hope you'll get some benefit from what's going to happen tonight. Thanks, Jeremy.
Excellent. So what I'm going to do first is, before I give the floor over to Ron, is let me come back. Where am I? Bear with me. I'm going to share my screen with you in a moment, because there's a couple of little things I want to go through. And the first thing I want to just talk to you about is the Zukul traffic tool, because we've been getting a few tickets in, and I know the problem. And basically what it is, people are saying that, you know, there's some comments on Facebook, you know, like this one here that this young lady's done, and she might want some likes and some comments done. And when you actually go over to her post or anybody's post, you can't actually see the like button, you know, or the comment button. Sometimes you can see a like and a share, but not the comment button. And that's because the person that's made the post has their Facebook settings wrong. So this is what you need to do. Okay, I'm going to make a video on this. If you're wanting Facebook likes and comments, you're going to need to come up, log into your Facebook account. Then in the top corner here, there's this little tiny arrow. Okay, so you need to click on that, and from the drop-down menu, what you're looking for is settings. Okay, so there's this little tiny black arrow, and then come down to settings. You click on settings. Now, once you're there, you want to click on followers. And then once you've got followers, you'll find that on the left-hand side there. You'll see followers on the left-hand side. Click on followers. And then once you're there, the first thing is who can follow me at the top of the screen. Make sure that that is on everybody. Okay. Then you'll have here followers comments. You may have that set to your friends. So what you need to do is to click on this button here and make sure that that says everybody. A lot of people have got it set on friends of friends or just friends. So make sure it's on everybody. Okay. And then the next one, followers notifications. Well, you can get notifications if you wish, but that's not important. But the two important ones are the followers comments and who can follow me. Okay. Now I've made a little video, and that's going to be in every time you go to make a post, you'll have to tick a little box to say that you've watched the video before you place your advertisement. So you'll just maybe get fed up with that, but I want to make sure that everybody's got their settings right so that we can actually do the comments and likes if you're wanting to get some viral traffic via the Zukul traffic tool. So that video is available. I just need to send it out to everybody, but we will be putting it in the members area in the Zukul traffic tool. Okay, right. So the next thing I want to take you, because this is going to lead into this. We got Ron that's sitting on this hangout today, and Ron's done a fantastic job of putting together some videos for what we call the Beginners Club. Okay, now we've had a good chat, me and Ron, today, and we're going to be moving this Beginners Club, and we're maybe going to be putting some other stuff in its place. Okay, this stuff is going to get moved into the Zukul back office, so you'll have access to it there. Not quite sure where we're going to put it, but I'll let you know once we've decided. It won't be taken down. Okay, so it'll always be there. But on the day that I move it, it will be duplicated. It will be here and it will be in the back office. And then when everybody knows where it is in the back office, then I'll probably remove it from here, and we're going to put new content into the Beginners Club that really is geared at the Beginners Club, because this content that we've got here now is for intermediate people that have got you know, an intermediate account. They want to know how to set up their blog, how to set up their autoresponder, how to set up their landing pages, and so on. So Ron's done a fantastic job. So what you need to do is to come over to blog.zukul.com, and on this top menu bar, you'll find a button there, or a menu item, I should say, that says Beginners Club. And then, you know, go in and look at these videos at your leisure. They're there. There's no, you don't get any brownie points, and you don't get any points put against you if you haven't watched all the videos. But obviously, if you need help with any of these, you know, the blog, landing page, autoresponder, you know, then this is a perfect place to help you. Now, the next thing is the 500 Club. I've took it upon myself to make it my mission to get as many people as I can to $500. So again, on the blog, so blog.zukul.com, next to the Beginners Club, there's the 500 Club, and then underneath that is FB Money. Now, I spoke to Ron, and Ron, you know, I asked him what did he think of the training, and I know that I sometimes move a bit quickly. So what we're going to do is we're going to each Monday, on Monday's Hangouts, I'm hoping Ron's going to be available every Monday. But if he's not, please don't behead him or anything like that. But Ron's going to do a little presentation, and we're going to go through each section. So the first section that Ron's going to go through now in a little while is about creating landing pages. Now, for those of you that want to move fast and you've gone all the way down this page, that's fantastic. Now, at the bottom of this page, and I get down the bottom, where we go, excuse me. Right, there's a comment box. So we would really appreciate a couple of things on this page. One, if you've already made all your pages and you've got your rotator link, pop your rotator links in here. If you have any questions about this page, pop them into here. Or if you've just gone and made one landing page and you want to show it to the world and let us all have a look at it and give you some feedback on what we think about it, you know, pop it in here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back over to my back over to the Hangout, and I'm going to ask Ron now to do his thing, and I'm going to shut up for however long it takes Ron to do his thing. So, Ron, over to you, sir.
Okay, thank you. And I shall now do my little magic pick and try and share the screen, which I hope I managed to do. Okay, let's just take that on, and hopefully you are now seeing my screen. Yeah, okay, good. I'm now going to just minimize that. Okay, I just come back to the bit Jeremy's been talking about, and that's the Beginners Club as it stands at the moment. The last one on that page at present is literally all about the landing page creator. Now, another thing that comes across to me, and I do another separate training session, so I get questions from a small team I'm helping personally as well. And the thing that comes across from a couple of those and some comments I've seen is it's almost as though people are a little bit frightened of doing something in case they break the computer or damage the script or whatever. So I thought it'd be an idea to throw on top of what's already there, and I do encourage you to look at that session on the landing page creator, which is the last one in that Beginners Club at present, and then consider the bit I'm about to show you now. So from the beginning, as he says, okay, and what I'm going to talk about is I'm going to just nip through a typical landing page creation, the 6 steps that's required, okay, and effectively give you a few tips about creating your landing pages. And it starts with step 1 of 6, and the first step, of course, is we're invited to put in a subdomain, give it a name. Yeah, that's after you've ticked the Zukul info button that you see highlighted in blue, and that shouldn't have happened. I'll just go back one. Okay, so the bit that's highlighted in blue alongside the Zukul.info, that should be highlighted, and when you do that, this window comes up with a blank subdomain, and you just pop a name in there. Nothing difficult. and then we click on the next button and move on to step 2 of the 6 steps. And this is where you choose your template. Now, I emphasize here there are a lot of templates you can choose. You see, starting on the left, you've got images, then you've got text boxes, video boxes, vector boxes, and backgrounds. Now, I've, in this case, chosen the background box. That's why the red bit is highlighted. And I've selected the Move Opt box. And I've selected that because I might want to move that box around based upon the background that I end up choosing. So choose your background and click on Next, and you move on to step 3 of 6. And here is where, on this particular background I've chosen, I'm invited to put in some information. Now, on some of the landing pages you'll open up, there's more than one of these windows. And people want, you know, what do I put here? What's the message I give out? Now, there's nothing wrong whatsoever. We're doing exactly what I've done here. Stick in a row of A's and what do I put here? Why? Because you can come back to it at any time you like and edit it. But once you've finished this bit and you've saved it and you look at it, you can see what should be in which appropriate window. Okay, now the second thing you do on this page is choose your background image. Now there's a whole list of them. Now I happen to have chosen the cartoon list. You can only see the 3D one showing in this particular image. I've shown you the big one on the top right. And at the bottom of that, you'll see plus 3D. Underneath that, of course, there's a whole range of images you can select. As I said, my move was to choose the cartoon link, and you just left click on it and highlight it so it has this blue border around it. Having done that, your next step is to choose the position you wanted. Now, for example, in this one here that I've chosen, you see a bulk of the darkness of the image is on the left. It's somebody on a motorbike. Yeah. So ideally, I don't want this capture box, the form position, the capture box position. I might not want it in the middle. I'd be better off putting it on the right-hand side. So if you click on that drop-down arrow, and it will drop down and give you the choice of where you position this email capture box. So for the moment, I'm leaving it in the center. Now, step 4 of 6. This is where we put some of the relevant information. Now, you can't complete all of this until you've done other parts of the jigsaw. And the first thing you've got to do is make sure you choose the ELP autoresponder free, assuming you're using the Zukul autoresponder. And then you need to put in your success page, a default email, and button text. But you don't need to do it right now. For a starter, you don't know your success page URL at this stage. Maybe you haven't made your mind up yet, or you haven't completed the thank you page, whatever. It doesn't matter. Leave it blank. And your default email, but when you set up your autoresponder campaign, and then you click on this, again, the drop-down arrow, once you've got 2, 3, 4 rotator campaigns in it, then you'll find you can choose which default email campaign to put in that window. But we don't need to do it right now. I haven't even set up a campaign at this moment of time. Likewise, the button text. I don't need to do it right now. I can just simply move on and click the next button. So we can come back and complete any of these things at a later stage. Now, step 5 of 6, we can leave this blank too. You don't need to worry about this at all. You can just click on next and move on to the final step, 6 of 6. And in step 6 of 6, we now have our unique name of your landing page, and that you must complete. So you fill this bit in. I'll just call this one training test. The rest, again, is not important at this stage, and you can leave them all blank. Just click on the save button. And when you've clicked on the save button, it opens this. So it takes you back to the 2 buttons which said My Landing Pages and Create New. And you will have clicked on the Create New one to start this process I've just gone through. But now we click on this one, My Landing Pages. We've just made one. We've saved it. It's not complete, but we can have a look at it, and it will open this bit. This is where your landing page will be listed. You can see the first one I've created here, this example I've just given, training test, is now highlighted at the top of the page. So the last landing page you created will be listed at the top of the list of any landing pages you do create. You can see, obviously, I've got others, but I wanted to highlight this one for the reasons I'm doing now. But now you can, at any time you like, click on either of these. That's either the words training test or the pencil, and it will take you back to the beginning, step 1 of 6, and you just go through the process step by step and editing wherever you need to edit. You can get an HTML code from that little widget to the right of the pencil, but that is not really necessary at the beginner's level, and even some advanced people won't even bother to use it, especially if you're sticking with the Zukul autoresponder. You won't need it. And then in the middle, you've got your actual URL. Now this is where you can click on it and look at the page you've just created. None of these on the left. These are for editing. The one in the middle is the one you click to see what you've just created. Then you've got the final bit on the right, which is, of course, you can delete it here if ever you need to. Okay, so let's view it. And that's what it looks like. Now you can see what it says is the R's and what do I put here bit. Now, if you're confused, it's not so bad with just one window like this. But if you had more than one window, and I'll show you an example of what I mean in a moment, then you can put something stupid like this in there, always knowing you can go back at any time, walk your way through the steps to get to the point where this appears, and then edit it the way you want it to be edited, knowing now what it looks like, where it is, and what sort of text you want to put in there. Okay, so that's the first bit. You need to edit your headline at some point. And you also, if you hadn't done it, need to add some button text. Okay. So let's say I chose this particular background, US2. I now have 2 windows to complete. And the question is, I mean, it's relatively straightforward, top header, sub header, but some of them have some boxes in which you might be a bit confused about and not know what information to put there. And the joy of being in control is you can put what the heck you like. So if you're not sure what to put where, then put some rubbish in both of them. And as I said, again, A's, what's the top header? B's, how about what goes here? Or you've got another little narrow strip of a box. C's, what goes here? So that when you save it, you can see it. And you can identify the position of it and, of course, what you should need to put in terms of real content. So now, when you save it, you can see what goes where, go back in and sort it out properly. Okay? So you are in total control when you're creating landing pages. Don't be frightened of it. Don't worry about putting the wrong bit in a particular window, because when you view it and see it, you'll see your mistake. And you can always go back in and edit it and change it and put to right any errors you have created. Okay, so the moral of the story, and it's very much the same as when I was talking about creating a Zukul blog. You can practice and or screw it up as many times as you like. The chances of anyone seeing it before you're ready to let them do so is pretty slim. It's going to be an extreme act of accidental wizardry for somebody to suddenly log on to your landing page when you haven't even told the world where it is or what it's called. Okay, so don't be afraid of making mistakes, because you can always go back, you can always change it. And it's the old moral of the story, you know. It's a bit like going back to the good old days when we was learning to read and write. We had to practice. When you learned to ride your first bike, you had to practice. When you learned to drive your first car, you had to practice. When you started your first job, you didn't just walk into it and was a master at it. You had to learn about it. And the same applies with anything you're doing online. If it's new to you, you've got to practice. You've got to learn about it. And that is what we're trying to do, is give you the meat. and the wherewithal to practice at your leisure. Okay, over to you, Jeremy. I shall now transfer it all back, assuming I do it right. Okay, so here we go. Stop that bit and mute my mic.
I think you're still sharing your screen. You need to click the stop button. That's it. I think that's just put it back to normal. So I mean, I don't know. To me, I think Ron has a gift of showing you how simple it is. You know, I mean, anybody that's thinking of, you know, that's watching this hangout and that's not a member of Zukul, I obviously think you're crazy. But we have every tool inside Zukul that you need to promote your business, whether it be Zukul that you want to promote, or it may be another company you want to promote. Every internet marketer needs a landing page. A landing page creator, I should say. Every internet marketer needs an autoresponder. Every internet marketer needs ways of getting free traffic. You know, so they're just four of the tools that you need, and they're already inside Zukul. And if you was to go and purchase these separately, so if you was to go and purchase a landing page creator, you're looking at about $49 a month for a landing page creator. If you was to go and buy an autoresponder, you're looking at about anything from $15 to $25 a month just to get you started. So we'll say $15. You know, so you're up to now what, $55, just shy of $54, and that's with two tools. Then if you was to go and buy yourself an auto poster that will take you out on Facebook, Twitter, Google Plus, and you know the social media networks, you're going to pay again $49 for those two. You know, so you're bang up to what, just over $114, $112, $113 I think we're up to so far. And you know, that's without the training. That's without the training that you get inside Zukul. So I don't know what price you want to put on training. We offer training free. We do regular hangouts. You know, so over $100 for that sort of stuff that you're going to need to start your online business. You get it for $50 inside Zukul, you know, and there's lots more tools. I mean, I don't want to go into all the tools here, but we'll save that for another hangout. But my mission, and I'm grateful that I've got Ron on my side that wants to help and dissect and cut up things. I don't know what you want to say, and put them into layman's terms. That's what I'm going to say. It's my mission to get as many people as I can to $500 a month. Now, if you're looking at this screen and thinking to yourself, you know, you're watching this hangout saying, Jeremy, I'm not going to be able to make $500. I've been trying for months. I've been trying for over a year. I've been trying for 2 years, and I barely struggled to make a little bit of money, or I haven't made any money. I want to change that. I really do want to change that. And if you go over to blog.zukul.com, you've got Ron's Beginners Club, which talks about how to use the tools that are inside Zukul. And I've put a sales funnel together, if you like, that's to help you to build your list. Now, I am at the moment split testing another sales funnel for the Facebook Ninja so that you can go out and sell the Facebook Ninja. I started split testing today. Been disaster. I must admit, it's been a disaster. The first landing pages that I've built, the first 3 landing pages, got me some stupid, ridiculous opt-ins, you know, 1s and 4%. So they've all gone in the bin, and I've now created 3 more pages, and I'll run some free traffic through them. So I'm split testing pages, split testing the sales funnel, so that when you get up to speed and you've built, you know, you've got that FB page done, that page that we talk about, you know, on the blog there for the 500 Club. When you've got that in place, and you know how to build your landing pages, you know how to do your autoresponder and blah, 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 and everything else that's in there, I've got a funnel that's going to be ready for you, because I'm split testing it now, you know, and I'm split testing it at my expense. So I'm not saying to you, go out and build this funnel and split test it and waste all your time. I'm going to do that for you. So time you get my the funnel that I've built you, you know, it's going to have an opt-in rate. It's going to start showing some results. And then obviously what would be fantastic is you start tweaking it and split testing it yourself. And we're going to get you sales. We're going to get you sales. But if you want to earn $500 a month, please don't keep doing the same thing over and over and over again and expect to get different results. You know, if you carry on doing today what you did yesterday, what you're going to have tomorrow, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to work out that you're going to have exactly what you've got to now. You know, if you're promoting a business or you're promoting Zukul and you're not getting sign-ups or you're not getting sales, then there's something clearly wrong. So change. I want to get you to $500 a month. That is my mission. I want to do that. We've started this literally, I think, about a week ago. You know, a week ago we started this. We started on this road of getting people to the $500 club, to that $500. It's not going to happen overnight, and it's not going to happen a week next Thursday. You know, you've got to start taking some action. 98% of marketers don't make on any money online, and that's sad that 98% don't make any money. And the reason is what they do is they start promoting a product. They don't really treat it as a job. They treat it as a toy, and yeah, it's a bit of a hobby for me. And then when they haven't made any money with that product, they go and find another product and they start to promote that product. And then when they don't make any money with that product, the whole cycle begins again. And they go through the same thing over and over again. They look for another shiny object that they believe is going to be their road to riches. It doesn't work, and then they look for another product. I don't know whether you're promoting Zukul or I don't know whether you're promoting another product. It's okay to promote more than one, but stop it. Stop. Keep looking for the object. I believe Zukul is the place for you to. We've got a home for you, and I want to get you, whether it be with promoting Zukul or whether it be promoting your other product. I want to get you to $500 a month, but you've got to want it. You've got to want to do it. It's all in here. If you believe you can do it, you can do it. I'm really, really passionate about doing it and getting you there, but you have to want to do it. And I still know that people that have sent me in emails and said, yeah, I want to be part of this $500 club, and yet they took no action. They haven't even started to make one landing page for it, or they haven't written an email for it. And I give you the emails, you know, as everything is there. I'm not asking you to copy everything. You know, go in and make it your own, change it around. But it's the principles there. You've got that foundation, that path that you want to take your clients through. So I don't know how much more I can say to you. I don't know how I can crack the whip. You know, the old saying goes, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink it. Okay. And not that I want to call you a horse, but what I am saying to you is, you know, I can only do so much, and Ron can only do so much. If you want to take your business to a level that it's not at now, and it may be that, you know, you want to earn $100 a month extra, maybe that you want to earn $10,000 a month extra. I don't know. But you're only going to get out of it what you put in. You know, what your business is like a field, a farmer's field. If a farmer plants deadly nightshade into his field, then come harvest time, he's going to reap deadly nightshade. The field doesn't care. If you put corn seeds in there, when that same field, when it comes to harvest, will give you back corn. Your field doesn't care. Your business doesn't care what you plant into it. It will give you back what you plant. And your mind is exactly the same. If you're going to put negativity and problems, you're only going to find problems and negativity. Put positive thoughts into your mind and saying, yes, I can do this. And your mind is going to, well, the world will open. The world will be your oyster. It really will. But you have to start. You have to make a change. And as I keep banging on every hangout, make a change today. Change your tomorrow. What can I say? Ron, I'm going to shut up because I can. That's my rant out of the way, and I'm going to pass over, bring you in, see if you'd like to add anything or say anything before we close this this hangout.
There's not a lot one can add to that, is there? No, but it's so right. It's so right. You know, when I retired, just in case anybody don't know, I'm 78 years old. This year, the end of this year. I keep on saying I'm 78, but it's actually December. But when I retired, sold a business that I was running at 64, I knew nothing about computers, nothing at all. Now, there are people probably in this room who now know that since I retired, I've learned how to use the computer. Not only learned how to do it, but I actually wrote a program teaching beginners how to create and build websites from scratch, which, believe me, and this can be backed up by others, even my granny could do it. It's simple. What makes life difficult is ourselves. And I'm not going to get into a lecture again. Jeremy said it all. You know, if you don't try and do these things and practice them, yeah, expect to make mistakes. But that's all part and parcel of learning. It's the doing that's going to get the results. It's taking action. And you've got to learn yourself, teach yourself. There's some cracking stuff in the Zukul package already. I hope that I'm just adding a bit more to it. And on that point, on the stuff I've done so far, if you look at the Zukul blog, the last bit is actually about the landing page. Well, there's a couple of bits to finish off that sequence of events, i.e. creating the message templates and learning how to create the message templates. You also need to know how to create the adverts, to make it individual, to make it yours. So I'm going to do those two things, which will be added on the bottom of what's there now. But then from here on in, as Jeremy said, and yes, by the way, Jeremy, I will be here every Monday, yeah, to back up and support and try and help, unless there's something strange happens, but I will be here. So yes, I'm just as passionate as Jeremy. I love helping people. And as he said already, I don't get paid for doing this, folks. I'm doing it because I want to, not because I have to, because I want to. And if I can help to control him and slow him down and make him run at a slightly slower pace or do something maybe a little bit, we talk about it and bang each other's heads against the wall and see what's what. I mean, at the end of the day, it's Jeremy's business and I'll do whatever I can to help. And in helping, I hope it will help you. But at the end of the day, I'm repeating what the man said, it's only you who can help yourself. We can only put it in print, lay it out. It's only one person can do it, folks, and that's you. We'll do our damn best to help. At the end of the day, you can make money if you want to put into practice what we're trying to do to help you to do it. Thanks, Jeremy.
Yeah, well, 100%. You know, you can make money working on the internet. You know, you can make money sweeping the streets. But if you want it, it's there. It's there for the taking. It's up to you to stand up and say, I'm ready to be counted. And I want to make a change in my life. I'm so blessed myself. I live a laptop lifestyle. I never used to. I'm a plumber. You know, I started life out as a plumber. And my life now, I cannot wish for anything better in my life than what I've got now. I have the freedom. I can really work when I want to work. And I'm a bit of a workaholic, I must admit. But I also enjoy my life. You know, I love my motorbike. I love going on vacations, holidays, over to Italy. I just love traveling. And fortunate, the internet gives me that ability to do it. And you could do it as well. You've just got to want to do it, and you've got to be prepared to take some action, okay? If you don't take any action, so I keep saying, you're just going to have what you've got now. And if you're happy with that, well, then carry on doing what you're doing now. But if you want to change your tomorrow, then do something different today. Now, these Hangouts, we're going to have a beginners club every Monday until further notice. Now, all you need to do is in the Skype room, let us know the sort of things that you'd like to have, that you'd like us to talk about, and maybe Ron can get into the nitty gritty and break things down. Now, on Fridays, I'm going to have a more advanced stuff. I want to go into some other things, so it's advanced, a bit more advanced. Now, midweek, if I do a midweek, I'm not going to carve the midweek in. If I do a midweek, I'll let you know as and when. You know, I don't want to give you too many hangouts. I don't want you really getting fed up with me. But again, give us some feedback. Give me some feedback. As Ron said, you know, Ron does all this for free. So, you know, show the man a bit of appreciation. Leave some comments somewhere for him, whether it be on one of the blog posts or on Ron's Facebook or whatever, or send him a Skype message. You know, he's doing a fantastic job. And, well, feedback. That's what it's all about. Let us know what you want, what you need, what help you need, and we'll give you it. Because once you get up to speed with this creating landing pages, autoresponders and all that sort of stuff, I'm going to show you stuff, because I stopped doing the traffic course. I stopped it. I put it on pause because I need to get people up to a certain pace, up to a certain position in their business, and then we're going to blow it up. I'm going to show you how to get traffic. You won't know what to do with it. And I'll look forward to meeting you all one day, and you can buy me a beer or a coffee or a glass of water, whichever you prefer. Anyway, I want to thank you so much for joining us on this hangout. We're coming up to 40 minutes. I always try to keep it around about the 30 minutes, and I know I can ramble. So thank you very much for joining us today. We'll see you on the next hangout. Keep an eye on your inbox. I'll let you know when that's going to be. But definitely we're going to do one on Mondays and one on Fridays. So thanks again. And please don't keep doing the same thing over and over again. Expect to get different results. My name's Jeremy. That man is Ron. Thank you very much. And good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on what part of the world you're in. Have a great day. Bye now.